Yo, guys, what is up? This disgusting thing behind me is about to be one of the coolest things that you can make in Ark. This is how you make a automatic exceptional kibble farm where you can just set it up and then walk away and come back when you feel like getting kibble. So this is actually how you are going to be able to build an automatic exceptional kibble farm using just Tyrannus or really anything. So you can see I have 32 extraordinary kibble here. If I really wanted pelt, I could have pelt as well. But the big thing is I can automatically produce extraordinary kibble without having to do a thing. It just gets automatically made for me. Now, in order to do this, there's a few basic things you need to know. So the new item, the bio grinder, it basically takes any tame that is yours or wild yours, if you want to think of it that way, and it grinds them up. Now, once it grinds them up, it returns you kibble depending on what kibble the egg would have produced. Tyrannus eggs are used to make extraordinary kibble, so when a Tyrannus gets dropped into this, it makes extraordinary kibble in return. Now, what kind of like the mechanic that we're using here is I have a tower built with Tyrannus. Now, you could go as tall as you want on this. You could make it like 10, 20 UDs tall if you really wanted to. You could build, as long as it's basically 3 tall, I think is how tall UDs are, 3 walls now. And you just build circles with their butts being in the middle. Now, as their butts are in the middle and the eggs hatch, they will drop down into the bio grinder. The hatched babies will be bio grinded and turned into kibble. Now, this thing just runs permanently and it runs off of gasoline, so that's pretty cool. You need some air conditioners that'll circle the actual bio grinder in order to produce the ability for the eggs to hatch without you being present. And then you just need the tames, and that's it. That is all you have to do. You can see these Tyrannus are just about done mating, and they drop the eggs. It opens up, and we get a bio ground up version. That's really messed up to watch now that I look at it. But we get a whole bunch of kibble, so that's cool. And you can literally make this as tall or as short or whatever you want. And basically, you have an unlimited source of exceptional kibble. Now, the best part about this is it's completely passive. You literally just set it up and walk away and never have to touch it again. And whenever you need kibble, you just show back up, pick some of the kibble up because it'll stack for you. And then you can put it into a fridge if you have a fridge nearby to store it basically infinitely, or you can just let it sit in there over time. It's entirely up to you. So that is how you do it. Now, let's go ahead and talk about how you build it. So basically what you're going to need to do is construct a pretty decent sized structure. Now, the structure itself needs to be a total of 6 wide and 6 across. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you just fill in the middle. Oops, I kind of messed that up, but it doesn't matter all that much as long as you kind of go for the corners. And then you fill in the middle. Now, the reason that you do this is because a bio grinder is exactly 5 foundations across. So when you place a bio grinder, it'll, well, as long as it's not obstructed, of course, it'll place down. Apparently I'm obstructed right there. So we can place it down over there. Now, if I would have placed it down in the middle, it would have been better, but you know, it could be worse. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take a wall near where this guy is. See this like big pillar tower thing? You should be able to directly go above it. And then once you're above it, I like to go 3 tall so their tails don't get risk of getting caught in there. And once you have 3 tall, that is exactly the number of floors that you're going to make. Oh my goodness, what just happened there? Hello. So 3 tall, 1, 2, and 3 is right there. And you're going to essentially make a platform that goes over the top of this. So you're going to go 1, and then you can technically go 1 more and maybe get away with it. I like to just fill up over the top of the ledge. So if I'm looking down, see how it like I look down and there's it's like a fill-in area right there. But you can kind of adjust it however you would like to, in all honesty. As long as their butts are hanging directly over this, that's what you're looking for. So you literally just have to set it up like that. So you can make it 5 by 5 like I just did. Or you can make it 4 by 4 if you're more comfortable with that. Now, you're going to do the exact same thing on the next layer up, and you can do this with any creature. I made a video on how you can get a passive source of metal, electronics, element, and a few other things just by using tech creatures, specifically the tech parasaur. But this is a better thing in my opinion because you have an unlimited source of exceptional kibble, which can be a pain in the butt. But not having to make it or go get the ingredients is one of the best things that you can possibly do. So that exactly is how it's done right there. So you literally build this structure. Now what you've done, or once you've got the structure built, it's the easy parts. You just need to actually get the gas inside of it to turn it on. Wow, I didn't realize I was still in that mode there. And as long as you have gas in there, or it is powered by the element generator, it'll turn, right? You don't need gas if you have it powered by electricity. Now, what you will need is you're going to need a decent chunk of air conditioners around the outside of this. The reason you need them around the outside of it is because you need the eggs to hatch without you being present. So realistically, what I like to do is I like to just surround the sides or two sides of it. And that pretty much guarantees that you cover all of your spots with the coverage of an air conditioner. Now, you can do honestly whatever you want as long as they fit there. I personally don't care if it looks super pretty. Some people will be a little bit frustrated with me for just, letting it go however, but I don't care as long as I'm getting the things that I want. So that is that right there. Now we kind of blocked ourselves in. We're going to go ahead and get out of that. And then once you've got that side, we're going to go ahead and place some more over here. Where is the air conditioner? I'll just go to the S Plus air conditioner. Sounds really messed up if you look over there, but let's not think about that, because the number of exceptional kibble that we're making just passively makes up for it. So, and we're going to go ahead and place these air conditioners down over here. And just like that, we have an air conditioner, we have the structure set up, and then you simply just take whatever creature. In this case, I'm using a Eutyrannus because it's the easiest one until Dinosuchus are created, because Dinosuchus eggs will make exceptional kibble. Eutyrannus happen to be the easiest for the time being. You could use wyverns, but wyverns are really big and bulky, whereas Eutyrannus fit right next to each other. So that's why I personally do it this way. Now you can make a ramp if you already have them like thrown out at the bottom. So you can just make a ramp for the UDs to walk up. Come on now, really? You're gonna have to make a 2 tall ramp though, because UDs don't do a good job of walking up a 1 tall ramp. Really? Really, game? Sometimes you frustrate me. I hope you understand that. It's like, come on now. All right, there we go. So now that we've got the ramp, you can simply walk your UDs up, walk around in a circle, and start placing them in a line. I typically place a male in all 4 corners, and then females' butts hanging over the edge so you're not wasting any space. If you have enough space for it, I highly recommend building a second layer of ceilings, because when you build the second layer of ceilings, it makes it just a little bit easier in order to kind of maneuver when they're up here. And you can always get rid of it when you don't need it anymore, but it's entirely up to you. So just build this big old structure, and then what you're going to do is you're literally going to walk those Eutyrannus up this ledge around in a circle so their butts hang off just like this. And then inevitably, we will look in here and look at all that kibble that we have. Isn't that lovely? And it's just passive. That's the best part of it. And it doesn't spoil very quickly either, unlike some of the other goods in there. It's just something, we're about to watch the carnage. Yep. And it works as expected. Boop. And then now we go in here and we have more extraordinary kibble to have for ourselves. So you can go and pick up that extraordinary kibble, put it in your inventory, and then just put it in the fridge so it lasts forever. Now the Eutyrannus will continue to drop it, and you can just walk away, and then whenever you need the kibble, you just come and grab it. Once Deinonychus are released, it'll be better with Deinonychus, because the Deinonychus will drop their eggs, and they'll get ground up for that. So that's definitely something you should look forward to or look towards, and I would highly recommend it. But that's just because they take up a little bit less space, so you can get more overall things in there. You will eventually get some raw meats, and it'll spoil, and you'll get spoiled meat, so that's kind of cool as well. But it is literally a automatic exceptional kibble farm with just a setup, and that's it. So anyways, hopefully this video helps you out, and other than that, Teach out.